covers of fashion magazines the world over. She led the jet-set life, complete with a rock star boyfriend and megabucks contracts. Then suddenly, at the height of her fame, she decided to quit the scene and move back to her native land of Denmark. We paid a visit to Renee recently in a little town called Aarhus.
I moved away from my mother and my home when I was 16, and she thought it was a really bad idea.
From the fashion capitals of the world and the face of the 80s competition in 1982 comes the spellbinding Danish beauty, Renee Simonsen. If her face looks familiar, it's because you've seen her on just about every major magazine cover. You shouldn't have come here, baby, like you should.
Between 1982 and 1989, Renee Simonsen was one of the top cover girls in the world. She lived the life of the high-flying supermodel, commuting between New York and Paris with her pop star boyfriend John Taylor of Duran Duran, with whom she had a 4-year relationship. Yet fame was nothing she'd ever planned for or wished upon herself, rather something that happened to her practically overnight.
One month I was at home going to school, and the next month, it seemed like that almost, I was on the cover of Vogue.
I need you. I need you.
At the age of 25, after 7 years at the top of the modeling game, Renee decided she'd had enough. She quit the fashion business and returned home to Denmark, leaving a number of people wondering why she'd turn her back on life in the spotlight.
The end, it got to me. You know, I was like, somebody touching me all the time, somebody doing my hair all the time, doing my makeup, telling me what to do. It was, you know, I felt like I wanted to get back to being me.
For Renee, getting back to being herself meant returning to her roots in Denmark, where she now lives with husband Thomas Helmig and their 4 children, an assortment from past and present marriages. Throughout Scandinavia, Thomas is a very well-known musician.
Come over here, sit by the window, moon silver on your face.
We're just going to have one more and that's it.
Renee wants to know that, yeah. I'm kind of scared of the thought like that.
Oh, you say yes.
Yeah,
you said yes.
Yeah, we'll have another. I lost count.
Though Renee continues to model here and there, her real focus these days is on her academic career, where she's pursuing a postgraduate degree in psychology.
I want to specialize in children's psychology and work in the how do you say, psychiatric ward for children. And it's definitely my plan, using my education and working as a psychologist. Yeah. The Golden Princess.
Wow.
Hi, good. Princess of Denmark. Ja, skal du lige være med på filmen, hva'?
Renee says that if one day her daughter wants to become a model, she won't try to talk her out of it. After all, her own parents tried to convince her not to pursue modeling and were far from successful.
One was a communist at the time and the other one was an anarchist, you know, and they thought that the modeling business was horrible and superficial and nothing good could come out of it. So they didn't think it was a great idea. My father, at the time, slammed one picture up of Marilyn Monroe on the one wall, and then he slammed one up of me on the other one, and then he said, "Just remember what happened to her." I said, "Thank you, Daddy." And I said, "Bye from my way." This is the cellar, and nothing exotic about it, but I'll try to dig out a few things. This is kind of what I have. I don't have that much. Because I never thought it was important to collect all those things. Long time ago. This seems like another life to me now, in a way. You know, at least doing it full time, doing it like this. God, many years ago, I look so young. Well, now when I look back at it, I think I think it was amazing. I didn't know at the time that it was, but I think now that it was, definitely.
I need you.
Bye-bye. Say goodbye. Bye.